So boring.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's just come together again. I know it's getting a bit late now, but let's just see this out. And remember, once we've done these races, we're going to open it up to the floor for you to put questions to these guys. Okay, the Ryanair chase. Let's start with Richie. Now, Rich, either you got hammered last night, or you've said something you might regret. Because if I'm reading this right, Rich has said that if Votor doesn't run in the Gold Cup, he won't run at Cheltenham. Now, on my bit of paper here, Votor is 5-4 favourite for the Ryanair chase. So either Rich, Votor is working like an absolutely rubbish horse, or you think he'll win the Gold Cup. Why is the Ryanair now not even a possibility? What's happened?
I've always tried to be very candid, and I am candid. And yeah, look, Batur last year, we had the same issue with him. It took every bit of graft and knack and whatever we could throw at Batur to get him right for the Gold Cup, or pardon me, for the JLT, and he sparked like 4 days before Cheltenham. This year, he's working okay. He's working the same way he worked before the King George, which is a good form. But he's, I'm not seeing that spark. I think either the horse is right or he's not right. So if he's right, he runs in the Gold Cup. If he's not right, I won't bring him.
As we speak, right now, Rich, I'm getting the vibe from you that your gut feeling is he's not quite right.
I got 10 days, and I think, listen, that King George form is grand. Listen.
Richie.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is serious stuff.
I'm trying to be honest. My view is he's right or he's not. If he's right, he goes for the Gold Cup. It's been the plan all season. That's where we want to go. That's what we want to win. And that's where it'll head. If he's not right, why would I bring him? The Ryanair is a great race, but if he's not right, he's not going to win the Ryanair either. But at this stage, I can tell you, it's full steam ahead for the Gold Cup.
We won't dwell on this too long, but there is one obvious question, Rich.
Needs to be one.
Could he not be right, but he won't stay the Gold Cup trip? And therefore, wouldn't it be nice to give him another option?
If he doesn't stay the Gold Cup trip, he'll come back and win the next 2 Ryanairs.
And do you think he will stay?
Yes.
Chambers, you work very closely with the Richie man. Were you surprised when you read in today's papers that he would now no longer be considered for the Ryanair?
No, because...
Speak up.
No, because everyone connected with the horse has always said they thought it was a Gold Cup horse. Ruby's eyes lit up. Just have a look at Ruby's interview with whoever it was, Alice or whoever it was, after he was won the JLT last year.
He was on Racing UK, he probably didn't see it.
All right, Matt may not have seen it. Look, Willie is convinced that on good to soft ground, this horse will stay the Gold Cup trip. If it is like it was on the Friday last year when Coney Gree won the Gold Cup, I don't think he'll stay the trip. But what's the point in running him in that ground? He's clearly a better horse in spring ground. He's clearly a better horse left-handed, and he's clearly his best 2 performances of his life have always been at Cheltenham. So there's no point, if it's going to be soft ground on the Thursday, I wouldn't run him over 2 miles. I have to mind 2 mile 5. But that's up to Rich and Willie. At the end of the day, he's been trained for the Gold Cup. That's the race. Willie almost made the decision that he would go straight to the Gold Cup after the King George. So it's no surprise that he hasn't had a run in the meantime.
Joe, but you're allowed your own opinion. If you owned him, which race would you run him in if you thought you were going to win?
As long as the go-in was good to soft, I'd run him in the Gold Cup. Good to soft or better, I run him in the Gold Cup. Simple as that. End of story.
Keely, history tells us, it's all there in the form book, Supreme Novice Hurdle winners, although placed horses have done so, the winners simply don't win the Gold Cup. You have to go back to the snail Escargot to find the last Supreme winner to win a Gold Cup. They just don't stay.
War of attrition didn't get beat very far, did it?
And not the best mate, but he got beat.
No, that's right. But there have been horses who have run in the race and won it. Now, if you want to look at the figures, he ran to a Racing Post rating of 180 in that King George. Right? That makes him a far better horse at 3 mile than the odds-on favourite for the Champion Chase is at 2 mile. So why on earth go down in trip? You've reached a level that very, very few horses ever get to. So stay at 3 Mile and have another go. Go the right way round and run in the spring. Go for the Gold Cup.
It was also, Matt, can I just say, it was also his first run in a Grade 1 race out of novice company.
Yeah.
Like, he was only 6 at the time. It was a hell of a performance to come as close as he did.
It was.
I also think, let me just chime in one more time.
Richie.
He's better left-handed. He's a stone better at Cheltenham. Why would you not run him in the race?
Okay, and you all cheered. You all cheered when Keeley said stay at 3 Mile. I wouldn't mind that, but I definitely wouldn't go up to an extended 3 Mile too. Right, let's go back to the Ryanair. Sam, you're going to ride the old vibrato. Just a slip of the tongue.
He's got other things on his mind, doesn't he?
Vibrato, Voltat. Each way chance. And bit of respect to Sam. Let's just keep it down.
No, look, he'd have an each way chance. He's stepping up in trip. He got put back in his place by Undersow at Ascot last time. But ever since then, they've targeted this race for him, and he's in really good form at home, been schooling nicely. And what looks like a race is cutting up. I mean, looking at the brochure, should you look at the top couple, sure half of them aren't going to run in the race. So there's every chance, a decent kind of price. Hopefully he'd nick a place. If not, maybe go one better.
Okay, Keeley. Big boy. Keeley, did you tell us who you think will win?
Yeah.
Which one?
Road to Riches.
Okay, Road to Riches. Chambers?
In Keeley's words, it's a fucking certainty.
I think Road to Riches will run as well because it's effectively the Jiggy Stud's only chance of winning this race. I think the each way horse in here, if he runs, is Village Vic, who just loves the track and runs for fun.